Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about 10 words are difficult to pronounce in English. Let's get started. Okay, let's get see. Number 1, literally. Oh yeah, if you know any sticklers for the language, be careful. An appropriate use for this word is not to raise blood pressure. Literally means in a literal sense, or what I am saying I have not imagined it, but I happen as I'm telling it. Therefore, some of the ways in which it is commonly used are not correct. For example, I literally died laughing, or he was so embarrassed his cheeks from he literally burned up. Because its misuse is so widespread, the Oxford English Dictionary was accept an informal meaning for literally, allowing it to be used for emphasis. As in the previous examples, don't tilt grammar, please. Sorry. Okay. Um. Number 2, ironic. Okay. This is a word that confuses almost all English language speakers, native or non-native. Seriously, we can't write a word cause on the core use of irony. Although as irony is normally understood to be a coincidence or strange turn of events, that does not cover its full meaning. In fact, as famous song "Ironic" by Alanis Morissette teaches us, with about 10 not so good examples of what irony is, coincidence and unfortunate events are not enough, although the concept of ironic has a lot of nuance. It basically consists of using words to express the opposite of what they mean. However, unlike sarcasm, which also consists of that, irony is not used to hurt, but wait, there is also tragic irony, situationally irony, historical irony, and others. What the problem? So what should you do in the face of such confusion? One option is forget about it. It's true, irony is not something we need to use on a day-to-day basis, and no one is going to think badly of you because you don't use that word. I hope you understand, right? Okay, let's see. Number 3. Number 3 is regardless instead of regardless. Okay, that's what I see. Um, you may have heard people say regardless when in fact they meant regardless. Regardless mean without taking into account or in spite of something. He maxes out his credit card regardless of the consequences, and it is totally acceptable, but despite what is believed, regardless is not a synonym due to its double negation. The prefix "go" means "no", and the suffix "less" means "without", means not without taking into account, which actually means the opposite of what some are trying to say with a head change. So remember, although regardless appears in dictionaries, it is considered an incorrect word and educated speech. This means that even though it technically exists, people who want to learn and use English well should use lightly. Okay, let's for number 4. Home. Home. Okay, who would have thought that such small word could be so confusing? In English, we use who for the subject or a sentence and one for the object. But how do you know which one to use? Try to answer the question with him for or he. If the answer is him, you have to use won. This is a very useful trick, but words end in M. Letter M. Remember that. For example, who won are you going to Brazil with? Will you answer with him or with he? You should say him, so the correct one is home. Okay, let's continue. Number 5, nonplussed. Okay, nonplussed. Feeling a bit nonplussed after our short journey through linguistic history. Surely, we have reached a fifth difficult word, another in which also an LC prefix is the culprit. Since the prefix that means no, some people confuse nonplussed puzzled with impatient or uninterested, indifferent. In reality, nonplussed means bewildered or not knowing what to think. Sorry. Unfortunately, this word is so often used in both senses that, at least in reading English, it is difficult to understand the intention of the writer. Okay, let's continue to number 5, infrastructure. Okay, that's a difficult word because the pronunciation is not easy for many people, right? And if you know understand English, you know you knew what about this too difficult to say infrastructure when you're learning English and you're trying to pronunciation of the correct form, the form correct. Sorry, when you dominate the pronunciation, you got always you know the solution, right? Okay, that's what I see. Number 7, disinterested. Okay, imagine that you are in court. What type of judge will you want to handle your case? A disinterested judge or an uninterested one? I hope you chose first, an uninterested. Uninterested, indifferent judge will be jawing and looking at the cell phone. A disinterested, impartial judge will be more willing to listen to all parties and judge your case obje- objectively. Remember, a person who is disinterested is not patient and does not take sides, and someone who is uninterested is someone who is simply not interested in something. Alright, let's continue the presentation. Okay, number 7, lieutenant. Okay, man. Another military term to confuse us. This is one of the words that I pronounce differently when crossing the pond. That is, in the United States and in the United Kingdom, in British English, it's pronounced lieutenant, and in America, you'll hear lieutenant. All right. Although the spelling is the same of both sides, well, to keep it interesting, American pronunciation is being heard more and more in other English-speaking countries. All right. Okay. Number 9, enormity. Enormity. All right. This is a big shot. It seems pretty simple. Enormity looks so much like enormous that they have to be synonymous. Correct? Incorrect. Enormity means extreme evil of the child kind. Sorry. Medieval history of ruthless dictator. Therefore, the commonly used expression "the enormity of the situation" is incorrect, unless, in fact, you are actually talking about an act of evil, and we hope you are not. Okay, let's continue. 10 and last word. Winnipeged. Winnipeged. Alright? What does that prefix to an award as rare as abash? Well, although the word abash exists, it means to embarrass or disconcert. It hasn't been used much in centuries. On the other hand, the negative form unabashed is used today and means not ashamed or shameless. So, the next time you are practicing your English, speak with unabashed and sense. Alright? And this is all the words for today. I hope you like the video and comment if you understand all what I am saying. And let's see in another video. Goodbye.